We're gonna do some games for you first here. First up is a game called Let's Make a Date. This is for Jeremy, Zazie, Pete, and PJ. So they're gonna be on a dating game type show. Zazie is the lovely bachelorette. And she is going to leave the room because we're going to give these three bachelors some special quirks. And she's going to have to ask them questions, and then she has to guess their quirks. Okay. Is she gone? She's gone. She's gone. Okay. Zazie.
Oh, yeah.
First off, can I get a place where you wouldn't want to wait that long?
Bus stop. Bus stop. Metro. DMV. Smoky Metro.
You're waiting.
Smoky Metro. Metro on fire.
The train's not coming.
All right.
It hasn't. You've been waiting for 3 hours.
Okay.
Okay. Give me a farm animal.
Yeah.
Cow.
Cow.
Goat.
Cow. You are a were cow? And
I didn't know that's a thing.
give me a historical figure.
Abe Lincoln.
Could that be both animals?
Ulysses S. Grant.
You're Abe Lincoln, but there's something wrong with him.
Scoliosis.
Okay, so, review.
I'm at the Metro. The train's not coming. It's been hours.
I'm a were cow.
And I'm Abe Lincoln with scoliosis. I'm sad about it.
Zazie, you can come down now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Let's give our lovely bachelorette a round of applause here. Oh, our lovely bachelorette. She's 6'7" and she enjoys walking around the beach at night. Please welcome Zazie Morgan. All right, Zazie, what questions would you like to ask our lovely bachelors here?
Oh man, they are lovely. Well, I do have a question for, is it 1 to 3 or 1 to 3?
1, 3.
Go.
Whatever moves you.
All right. Y'all are so cute. Okay. Bachelor number 1.
Yes.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Was there somebody you could talk to?
No, it's cool. Go ahead.
All right, if you're sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate a man who knows how to take charge but still respects me. How, if I had a problem at work, would you handle giving me advice?
Well, probably take a fucking Uber. First of all.
To work?
Yeah, definitely. I would just, listen to your problem and do my best to solve it.
All right. Well, that's nice. So no going in there and like yelling at my bosses or beating them up or anything like that?
Oh, I could definitely do that also. I would try the patient approach first, but like after 3 fucking hours, I might be a little impatient.
I appreciate that. All right. Bachelor number 2.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. I have an involved brother who always is sizing people up. What would you do to impress him?
Well, first thing I would do, that's me. First thing I would do is take a look at the fact that I have now grown extra legs. He should be impressed by the fact I can put milk in my own coffee now, as I'm sure it's pretty impressive. And he doesn't have this sick bell. If that doesn't impress me, I don't know what does.
So, to clarify, how many legs do you have total?
Well, what time is it? No, 2 now. But I'll impress him like in another like 8 hours. It'll be fine. He'll be like, wow. Yeah, it's fine again. Yeah, we're good. I hope you don't want milk in your coffee. That's off the table for now.
All right. That's number 3.
Yes.
I love a man who cooked me a good dinner. If you were going to make me food from home, what would you cook for me?
Well, I might consider myself more of a classic gentleman, and I believe it's the woman's job to be doing the cooking. So I tended to have my wife do all the cooking in our household. So I turn that question back on you. I just don't feel like bending over a stove is something that I can like maintain for long enough. and like getting things out of the oven is just so far below. Like I've got weirdly long arms, but I just can't bend over. It just hurts too much.
Well, sir, I am a little perturbed by that response.
You're just not from my time.
I don't know if I heard that I was a 6'7" woman. I know what it's like to bend over a stove, and I know what it's like to suck it up.
Well, I guess you won't have to bend over to be kissing this guy over here.
All right. Well, question number 1. I see big travel in my future, but I'm afraid to fly. What kind of local place would you like to go to that maybe I could get to by public transportation?
I don't know, maybe you could take a rickshaw. We get here fucking faster than that fucking thing. There's that duck boat thing. That's pretty cool. Definitely not this fucking shit, though.
What's the matter with that?
Yeah, the duck boat thing.
Alright.
That's kind of romantic, too.
Alright. Okay. Question number 2.
Huh?
If we were going to go to any destination in the world for our first date, there's no restriction on money, no restriction on location, what would we be doing?
Grass field. So maybe Scotland, open grass field, a lot of grass. Maybe a fence without electricity, no farmers. Just somewhere where I can just grass.
That sounds simply divine.
I'm
Sorry about that.
I'm simple.
Bachelor number 3.
Yes.
You seem like you have wisdom of the ages. If you were going to tell me about your favorite place or favorite movie, do you think it would be in line with my favorite movie, Steel Magnolias?
Oh, well, I don't know what these moving pictures you speak of are, but if I could choose my own way to categorize my life, I might choose, I hear great things about this Day-Lewis man. I think Daniel is his name, but gosh, I would love to take you to any movie. Maybe we could, if you're willing to change your name upon getting married, like I'd love it if you'd go by Mary or Todd.
I do appreciate your honesty on that.
All right, Zazie, do you want to pick one of these lovely bachelors to go on a date with you?
Well, Regis Billman, I should do.
All right, get to picking.
That while I do love a meaty man, Batch number 2, I do not like the idea of potential bestiality as you seem to be transforming into a cow. And while I do appreciate being very excited about ways to transport oneself, your impatience with the metro and everything that's happening is hurting. So, especially since I think there's a chance for me to score 4 scores. Mr. Lincoln here.
I will score with you.
Alrighty, you guys will win an all expenses paid trip to the mall. Thank you. Good job. Good job. Okay, that was wonderful. Hopefully next month we'll do a scene where they go on their date. Next game is called Whose Line? It's for Rachel and Zazie. So before the show started, I went to random folk, totally random, and I had them write random lines on these pieces of paper. Our improvisers have not seen them. And they're going to do a scene, and during the scene they're going to pick random lines and incorporate them into the scene. Okay, can I get an underappreciated holiday from the audience?
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Flag Day.
Arbor.
Arbor Day. Arbor Day, here we go.
Wait! We're not supposed to cut down the trees today. We're supposed to plant them.
Well, is it really cutting it down, or is it hacking it with an axe? I feel like Mom's directions were not exactly clear.
Either way, she said plant a tree. Plant.
Well, I could hack the shit out of this tree, and then we can plant it somewhere.
Yellow rain boots are the best rain boots. I mean, it's way too muddy to be planting trees that are already half grown without roots.
You always have to say what Mom says, don't you? You know what? I'm going to wear some polka dot rain boots, and I'm going to hack some trees because, you know what else? I don't. Well, I'll tell you what. The world is going to end sooner than you think because of global warming, and planting some damn trees isn't going to change that. Jesus, Jill, just say it.
She thinks my tractor's sexy. And that is why we have to do what Mom says. Okay? She's gonna let me keep the tractor if we promise not to mow down any more trees and we use the tractor for planting.
Well, here's what I can tell you about what I know about sexy tractors. Oh, first off, I got a cannonball in the chamber. Because you won't believe this one. Tractors being sexy? Yeah, that's what rednecks think.
You say you want to talk about the fact that just the back of my hair is red and the rest of it is orange.
I am a liar. I kind of think you look like an idiot. Also, how about this? You want to talk about what's sexy? Not being the little girl who's always doing what Mom says. You could chop down these trees, turn them into bombs, have fun, and tell Mom that everything's just fine.
Where are you getting the weed?
Well, 3 months ago, I celebrated my own kind of Arbor Day. And so if you go behind this beautiful collection of mushrooms I planted in a cow pasture,
Yeah.
you'll find a little side place where there's all sorts of...
So you did plant trees. Okay, so yeah, keep chopping.
All right.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm anti-tree because paper is crazy. It's been a load-bearing penis. So track it down.
Okay, there's something I have to tell you. When I said that branches on trees are sometimes also called penises, it was because I wanted you to get made fun of the bus. But now that you're in 8th grade, I need you to know what a penis really is. Penis. These amphitheaters must be stopped.
Next game we're playing is called Bedtime Story. This is a game for David, PJ, and Pete. Pete, get yourself up here. Now, what we're just going to have here, it's a lovely little tale being told from a father to his children. But I want to, can someone give me a title of a fairy tale that has not been written? Doesn't exist. I want the title of it.
The Littlest Goose.
The Littlest Goose. Now presenting the wonderful story, The Littlest Goose.
Alright, kids.
Daddy, are you going to read us that new book you got?
Yeah! It's a little past your bedtime, but...
Oh, come on!
Don't tell Mommy!
Come on, I wanted to watch The Bachelor.
Let me see what we got here.
Mommy said Ari's a douchebag. What does that mean?
Douchebag? It's a long, complicated thing.
Is that the Goose book?
Yep, it's called The Littlest Goose.
Daddy, in relation to other things, it's little, but how little would you say the goose is?
Really, really small.
I don't need adjectives, Daddy. I want a picture in my mind.
The size of an egg.
Oh! Like this big?
No, that's a really big egg. Like a regular, like, chicken egg.
This big?
That's like a dinosaur egg. Smaller.
Like breakfast egg.
Breakfast egg, but they come out all orange and scrambly.
That's the embryo of the chicken. And you're eating.
Start the book. It'll make you happy. It's all right, Timmy. It's all
Okay.
right.
Once there was a goose.
This is making me feel any better.
Wait until he gets to the next part.
And the goose won the lottery. He won the Mega Millions.
What state? It depends what taxes.
Oh, he won it in Maryland, so he remained anonymous.
Oh, wow!
I love Maryland.
He bought 1,000 crab cakes.
Oh, that's a lot.
And he decided to give them all to his friends.
Am I his friend?
You could be.
Does he have any celebrity friends?
He does.
Like who? Any Oscar winners?
Woody Allen.
A boo!
I'm sorry.
Why you keep turning pages without reading things? Are you skipping over the good parts?
I'm looking at the pictures. Okay.
You ain't even getting those!
Okay, back to the story.
Woody Allen.
So the goose won the lottery, and he was excited. So excited, he went into cardiac arrest.
That's
a lot of money.
I don't remember this part.
Why?
Remember this.
But fortunately, he was fine the next day.
Were there Dr. Geese?
Yep, Dr. Geese, he went to the animal hospital.
What city? It depends.
Blacksville.
Oh, is that like a Springfield? There's one in every state?
Yes, exactly.
So which state?
I told you Maryland, weren't you paying attention?
I didn't know if there was some sort of cross-state promotion.
These are all Canadian.
Oh, he's right. He's right.
This is a Maryland.
Okay.
So the next day, the goose was fine.
Is this 3 days in? So he won the lottery, he had the heart attack, and then he was fine.
Yep, everything's fine now.
Daddy,
I just
can
want to
I have
get
one
the
of your
timeline
cigarettes
down.
to calm down?
Sure. You want a menthol or non-menthol?
I don't know these words.
Menthol tastes like mint. Here, have a menthol cigarette.
How do I know?
You can eat it. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, let's give us an exciting ending, Daddy. I'm getting tired. This is the only story that makes a kid want to go to bed.
So finally, after spending a weekend in Las Vegas and losing all his money playing roulette, the Goose went back to Glen Burnie.
Is that his friend?
No, that's another city in Maryland. All this is happening in Maryland.
Daddy, what is the story? What is the moral of the story?
I'm getting to it.
Oh.
Vegas is awesome?
It definitely is. So the Goose was broke.
Daddy, will you show me that Vegas picture again? It looked interesting.
That's a little NC-17 for you. Sorry.
Daddy.
17 months old?
Daddy.
Very advanced 17 months old.
I read in Entertainment Weekly that there's going to be a movie version of this, and who they get to play the Goose?
Woody Allen.
Sorry we had to mention that name. I apologize. Okay, next up. A first-time group to the Pinch. I'll never look at corn the same way. Alrighty, next game from the Penthouse Basements is Game Omatic. This is for Zazie, Pete, and Rachel. Alrighty.
We love you, Rachel.
Game Omatic is the game where what we're going to get from the audience is a song lyric, movie title, movie line, euphemism, anything that you can think of. Yell it out.
Eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts. Perfect. So, I don't know if you know this, but that is the same title of a famous improv game. Eat My Shorts. You may not have realized that, but it is. So what's going to happen is we are going to go down the line. Each of our improvisers are going to tell us the rules for the famous improv game, Eat My Shorts. And then you, the audience, will vote on the one that you want to see played. So, how was the weather tonight? Anybody? How was the weather?
It's
Anybody?
clearing up. It's nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit.
I would look good in a bathing suit outside. I would. Right, okay. We'll get to the improvisers now. Alright. So, the amazing improv game, Eat My Shorts. You know the rules. What are they?
Certainly, I think I learned it at College Laughing Dexter.
I can't find that. I don't know where that
It's a great one. Sorry, maybe I missed it. It's the one where two improvisers are eating a meal, and every once in a while they will yell out something they're eating in pain, maybe choke on it, but make it very clear that this pepper or this piece of spaghetti is something exciting, and the other person has to come up with a short phrase or hilarious joke about that kind of food.
Oh, and do we get a venue for the restaurant or any sort of suggestion from the audience?
You get a meal type.
Meal type, okay. Right, yeah, a genre of food. Okay, well, I've heard other ways to play Eat My Shorts. Rachel, do you remember Eat My Shorts? How do you play that?
Oh yeah, okay, so I mean this goes back to my summer camp days.
It's all good.
I mean, that's part of it, really. You know, every now and then you can't hear what's happening. And in the morning, you know, the bugle would go off. And you guys remember the Salute My Shorts TV show?
Yes.
Yeah, so we would call it Eat My Shorts, but you know, you were at summer camp, and then you had to do the color wars. But like, instead of colors, like everyone has an emotion, and then the emotions have to fight it out. And then the grumpy counselor comes out and puts an end to it.
Right, so sort of an amalgam of Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah.
But no eating involved or anything? No, that's fine, that's fine. That's how you learn to play it. But Pete, I know you heard a different way to play this game.
Yeah, I learned this in I.O. Chicago. Interesting fact, it used to be called an Improv Olympics, but they got sued for the name, so they had to just call it I.O. from that point forward. So, yeah, so in this game, what happens is you have a really religious Pentecostal grandmother who doesn't like any curse words being said, so you have to think of things that would be appropriate to say in front of her. Thus, Eat My Shorts would be an example of that.
Oh, okay. Or sort of like a self-censoring around a grandmother. Okay, I get that one. All right. So just a quick recap. So we get a food type from the audience, and then there's angry eating until the waiter comes out.
Incorrect. You have to make short jokes, one in particular,
yes,
about
that's right, yes.
the type of food that's yelled out.
Short jokes, and then the waiter comes out. Is there a waiter? Maybe there's a waiter. I don't want to take all your ideas. Okay, you're at summer camp. That's basically it. Yeah, okay.
With emotions.
Color wars with emotions and self-censoring around religious grandmother.
Yep.
Okay, now we're gonna vote. Who wants to see Zazi's? Who wants to see Rachel's? Who wants to see Pete's? Alright. Self-censoring for religious grandmother. Do we need to get a suggestion from the audience?
A location.
Florida. Dang.
Florida.
Florida.
Hey, come on, kids, come in.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey. Nine snakes. All right.
Snakes! Holy shirt buckets!
It's all right. As long as God loves you, they'll be friendly.
Well, Stinky Face here said that I was a poopy in the car, so I think the snakes might bite him.
Cop! Brush my teeth!
What's got there? You guys hate you now? Oh no. We're just testing your faith. You're gonna be fine. Just sit here.
You sure, Grandma?
Yes, yes.
All right. I trust you. Because you're the wise elder.
Now, did you go to church every day like I asked?
He had shit
Out of my head!
A cheat day? Shut your mouth. You did not have a cheat day.
I did.
What would the Lord say to that?
He'd be pretty perturbed.
More than retired. I think he'd think you were the little scooter you are. Now, darling, what are you doing to keep the faith alive at your home?
I say the halla hallas.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that I heard from Melinda Sue's older brother, Timmy Bill, that his brother's mom saw you out parking with Michael, the sloozy king.
He is teaching me how to drive stick shift.
How were you driving parked in one place for so long?
Oh, I'm real bad at it.
Think about that. Just think about it. Okay, next game, show-stopping number. That's for me and Jeremy. So we are going to perform a sassy and brassy Broadway musical. First we're going to do our scene, and during the scene, after a random line, PJ will stop us, and we have to come up with a Broadway musical based off of the last thing we said. So, can I get from the audience a Broadway musical that has not yet been made?
I'm the tooth fairy and I won't steal your teeth from under your pillow.
Tooth fairy bar mitzvah.
I'm not the tooth fairy and I won't steal my
I'm the tooth fairy and I won't steal your teeth from under your pillow.
I'm the tooth fairy.
Yes. There was more to that.
I'm redacted.
Right. Okay. Are you ready? You look ready. You got it under there? You got the tooth under there. Well, I wonder if you're gonna get a visit later tonight. Have you bathed? Have you taken a bath?
No.
Hey, my son, I've got a question for you. I took a smell. Be you! I can't believe you haven't gone in the tub yet. There's where you should get in the tub and scrub before the tooth fairy comes. I mean, she doesn't want you to be stinky. They don't want you to be stinky.
Okay, I just know you said it might turn into a quarter or a gold bullion, I don't know, so whatever it takes.
Okay,
Last night you were talking to mommy and said gold bullion. Gold is the best money. There is absolutely nothing funny about being loaded and ready for learning. Because with this money, you know I'll do so much yearning. I'll have the guts to go to school. And I will learn and no one will call me a fool. Despite the fact I still believe in the tooth fairy. Once I see all the gold, I'll be covered with glee.
Listen. You're gonna get that money. You're gonna get it. And we've been so proud of you that you've been able to get through your teeth falling out because of that accident.
Talking about
It's okay, it's alright. So, listen. Yes, put the mustard on the hot dog, it's fine. And then brush your teeth, because you didn't eat dinner, so you're eating dinner now, and then you're gonna brush your teeth.
I was gonna just eat the hot dog while I took the bath. I keep the mustard right next to the bubbles. I always forget. I keep the mustard next to the bubbles. That's because I gotta get it in flow. I eat my crispy hot dog. There's so much steam, it looks like I'm in fog. Could be that the tooth fairy is coming here now.
Oh no!
But I don't have a fear because I'm playing with my handy cow.
Yes! Now don't get too much water on the floor. Are you good? You need me to like scrub your back or anything?
I got wet. That means clean.
Oh, okay, all right. Drain out the water. Come on.
Has it gold yet?
Not yet. You gotta lay down and go to sleep.
Why?
Listen, buddy. Let me tell you a fact. If you don't lay down, we're gonna make a pact, and that pact will say that the tooth fairy won't play ball with you. She won't give you no money. She won't call you her honey, and she won't do nothing for you. Yeah.
No. I just keep picking out all these teeth.
Just don't make her angry. Please, son. Don't make the tooth fairy angry. Hey, son, let me say, the tooth fairy, hey, she don't play. She did to me when I was a kid. She punched my mom and my dog. She hit it. I don't know what to do. You and me, we will hide our shoes. The tooth fairy won't steal them. She'll give you money, and then we will be friends. Let's give it up. Okay, here we go. Next, Penthouse Basements game. Visual interpreter. This is for BJ Jeremy, Zazie, Rachel. So we're going to now look into a PBS type interview show. But our closed captioning is broken, so these two improvisers are going to act out what the interviewers will be saying. So can I get something that Jeremy is an expert on?
Vietnam War.
Something lighthearted.
Danny. Wizard of Oz.
The Puppy War.
Welcome, everybody, to your favorite TV show that you're tuning into. It's a destination viewing. Obscure wars of the 14th century. I'm your host, Gil Crackford. Tonight, we have a very distinguished guest. Dr. Jonathan Johnson.
That's Johnston.
Johnson. Who gives a fuck? So, you are here to talk to us about the Puppy Wars. My favorite of all 14th century conflicts.
And unequivocally, the most adorable of all wars. Everyone won. Everyone was adopted. Everyone was cute. It was truly a magical delight.
That sounds not at all like a war. Can you tell me about the sides involved?
I can. Clearly, war is a poor word to use for such a cuddly, cozy conflict. These sides were, as you all know from 8th grade history and global studies, the Dalmatians and all other dogs. Back then, Dalmatians were real dicks.
Has that changed?
They helped put out fires either by moral support or directly urinating onto a fire. They have improved greatly over time.
I adopted a dog last week.
I saw on Instagram. I follow you closely.
So, you are one of my 3 Insta followers.
Yes.
I should have known. I should have known when you aggressively followed me.
I like that new Instagram option. Aggressively follow.
Well, I saw the username Puppy Love 68. I knew you didn't have the balls to properly aggressively follow me.
I tried to get Puppy Love 69, but Someone wearing a lot of fur already had the count.
So you found my furry profile.
That's you?
Are you in the community too? Let's get back to the puppy war then.
The war!
Dalmatians
Dicks.
are dicks. Did they have a puppy Instagram for puppy aggressive following?
In the 14th century?
I don't know.
Yes.
Nice.
They used hammers and chisels to gather their followers on a live field feed. It was archaic, but ingenious.
So, they posted in fields. What are these cave drawings I've seen? I would have thought those were the puppy Insta posts. I know the hip lingo.
Wow. Wow. I study 14th century canine conflict, and I'm cooler than you. That is sad. Sadder than the fight between the Dalmatians and the St. Bernards, the German Shepherds, the Siberian Huskies, the Alaskan Queekeyes, Dachshunds, the Wutenschauzers, the Doberman Pinschers, and both regular and toy poodles.
Let me tell you that at the convention last week,
What convention?
the Dalmatians were dicks, and the toy poodles were toyed with.
I'm talking about dogs, not people dressed as dogs.
We embody the spirit of our animals, and we channel that in a loving fashion. Are you judging? You need to open your mind. I thought, as an academic, you would be more open to alternative sexual lifestyles.
I did open my mind. And I was truly horrified by what I found. But I do not judge. I just look the other way.
Well, folks, I'm going to need to cut this interview short.
Puppy war!
I need to go report back to Bramblepelt because I've been off the leash a little too long.
We all knew it was about
Okay. So new horizons were opened up after that. Okay, next game. What's my cue? So what's going to happen is me, Jeremy, and PJ are going to do a normal everyday scene, but each of us will have a code word related to the setting. And when that word is said, we have to either exit or enter the scene. And we know our own words, but no one else knows our word. So from the audience, can I get a...
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Nah, keep cool. Oh, unplug guys. You need a location.
Oh yeah.
Can I get a place where you would love to go on vacation?
Tahiti. Tahiti.
A ChickfilA on the moon. ChickfilA on the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get our words.
So for David, what is the cheapest thing on the Chick-fil-A menu? Waffle fries. The kid-sized waffle fries. Oh my god. For Jeremy, who do you like most in your family? The dog. The dog? This is from Chick-fil-A and the moon, right? Okay. Alright. Favorite celestial body? So to recap.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
Waffle fries. Dog.
What happened?
I wanted to recap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
There's another word?
Hey, I need to talk to you. We need to go over the HR handbook. It's the same as the one on Earth Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But slightly different because it's on the moon.
Okay. Do you still get to be known as Hate Chicken? Or have we given that up?
Shh, we've given that up.
Okay, okay.
The owner changed his ways.
Oh.
Ah, man! Best place to stop when I first get to Mars. Or moon. Whatever. Eat chicken!
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Listen,
You have moon cheese or shit? Like what?
we've got a special on a very specific kind of fried potato, if you're interested. A very specific type.
Oh
Well,
my god.
so what's your favorite type of fries?
Any.
Waffle?
What do you mean by that?
Shoestring, steak fry, shoestring fry,
Wait.
waffle. I love those. I like waffles here, right? It's like a southern thing.
Yeah, no.
We don't serve breakfast food.
Do you normally both
We
serve a
serve-
person? This is weird.
He's trained.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's training me so I can go off to another planet. We're expanding very fast.
You guys expanded to... You have a Mars location?
We don't have Mars. We don't have Venus or Mercury.
I can only afford to get to the moon, you know. I couldn't even bring my family. I had to bring my assisted animal because they allow you to bring
You
them.
have a pet with you?
Well, yeah. Like for assistance, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just right there.
Well,
You're a good little boy.
Does he want any potatoes cooked in oil, hot oil, cut a very specific way?
Do you want some? You want some waffle fries? Oh, you want some waffle fries, buddy?
I'm gonna go get some for him.
Do you want some waffle fries?
I'm back! Hey! Does he want
Waffle fries are coming.
I'm gonna go get ketchup.
Oh, yeah. So, what can I also get for you? Do you want a chicken sandwich? Do you want a
Yes.
milkshake?
Yes.
Do you want gosh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I got a portable load before I go see all the amusement parks on the moon. It's just like Futurama
Yes.
Clock. I knew it was gonna come true.
Yeah. Well, I love Six Flags back home. Now that they've brought me here to the moon, it's just a stop on the way to King's Dominion, I'm sure. But
Yes. Just a lot of fun amusement parks.
yeah.
Around. Yeah.
Well, I suppose
Did
that.
you put in my order? I haven't even paid yet.
Oh, well, sorry. I'm learning how to use this thing in front of me.
Here's your manager. Is he hand bringing me waffle fries? I'm not sure what's going
What
on.
sort of condiment would your service animal like?
Oh. Yeah, that means ranch.
Ranch?
Yeah, oh, big time ranch. Loves ranch.
Hey.
I love ranch. We're gonna go to the amusement park ranch. It's gonna be great. But I need that chicken.
Six Flags.
No.
Well,
Oh, I thought there was one on the move.
You promised me promotions to the bigger places. You said Venus was too small for me, Mars was too small, Earth was even too small. You promised bigger.
Pluto's also too small for you.
It's not a fucking planet, I told you that. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
like more godlike. You said I was very godlike.
Listen, you need to Neptune all of this noise out.
Too small. You are thinking too small.
By the hair of Zeus, where fried chicken. You know, I heard if you guys will get it here, you know what? Maybe I won't even get my tourist down as the moon. Maybe I'll go to Jupiter. I don't know.
Well, fuck. I'm gonna have.
Where's he going?
I'm gonna
buy my waffle fry. I gotta go get it. Is anyone worried? Is it just these two guys? I want my waffle fries so I can leave. I want my. Thank you. Where's the ranch? I'll just bring ranch.
Listen, I want to know if your companion has any allergies.
No, I mean.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Is it clear what it is?
I mean,
it's just a friendly space.
Space beetle.
Sorry, you're just a nice.
So you have a dog, is what you're saying?
And he's got a pee.
Hey, listen! By Jupiter's beard, you better get back out here and wait on this customer.
I brought a Walt Disney brochure for that customer. Where did he go with his dog?
I have no idea. I don't keep tabs on the customers after they leave.
He has urinated profusely, and also you might want to check the driver.
I'll get the mop. It's probably next to the waffle fries. Could you actually grab that for me?
You don't tell me what to do, but I will do that.
You need something bigger than a mop.
Bigger than a mop?
I mean, it's a space beetle. It's not.
How much bigger?
It's not like a. It's like a.
Is it big enough to have rings around it? Big red spot.
You just. It's not that big. So you can fit a couple Earths.
Well, anyways, you owe us $16,000.
Why is it so much?
That's the future. That's what's to come. Okay, is that the last game? Yes, last game coming up. Irish drinking song for myself, Pete, Zazie, and Rachel. So we're going to do a traditional Irish drinking song for you guys. What I will need from you is a famous person from history.
George Washington.
The John Wilkes Booth Irish drinking song.
Oh my God.
I know a man.
He is very mean.
And he likes bad presidents.
But he keeps his armpits clean.
I can't believe it.
He used to act in movies.
And then he did something wonderful.
I thought it was brilliant.
No, one night he had a gun.
Right in the theater Ford.
It looked so sexy.
He shot somebody in the gourd.
Then ran off.
Into the night.
He screamed at the top of his lungs.
Yahoo! I might! Oh,
Well, later on that evening,
He found himself in the woods.
he was lost.
And he was up to no good.
he had to make a plan then.
He got him some help.
He got some friendly advice.
Then he started to yell.
Oh,
The fuzz they were coming.
they would have won.
They were planning to lock him up.
But he was having too much fun.
So he pulled his gun out.
And he wasn't blinking.
And he was saying,
I'm gonna kill him, Lincoln!
get all the improvisers from tonight up here and we'll do a round of line games. Here we go, line games for everybody.
Yes.
Okay, these are like pun-based games that we're gonna play here. You just touch the chair when you have an idea. Okay, I once dated a blank. Can I get what you wanted to be when you grew up? I once dated a teacher. Once dated a teacher.
I once dated a teacher. I got lots of F's.
I once dated a teacher. She always gave me a D.
I once dated a teacher and it got really kinky in the bedroom when she would urinate all over my chest.
I once dated a teacher, but she was allergic to latex, so she always wanted to laminate it.
I once dated a teacher, but we had to break up because the medical alerts were always going off because I was always covered in red pen and people always thought I was just bleeding.
I once dated a teacher and he got mad because I wanted him to buy his own supplies.
I once dated a teacher, but I don't know, he didn't like my style. I just hated his testicles.
Okay, 99 blanks walk into a bar. Can I get something you find in your kitchen?
Pizza cutter.
99 pizza cutters walk into a bar.
99 pizza cutters walk into a bar. Bartender's like, y'all don't belong here. And the pizza cutters are like, y'all are a bunch of squares anyways.
99 pizza cutters walk into a bar, bartender says, sorry, we don't serve pizza cutters here. And they say, why not? And they go, you're just too cheesy.
So awesome. 99 pizza cutters walk in the bar, bartender says, ah, no, not here! The pizza cutter's like, whoa, why so crusty, man? Okay, we'll just leave. Right.
99 pizza cutters walk into a bar. Bartender's like, you're not welcome here. They're like, why? And they're like, because we don't like people who cut people in the Penthouse Basements. Like, Sasha.
Did we do I once dated?
Yes.
We did do that. What else was done?
I like my women.
I like my women, like I like my, or I like my dating partners, like I like my,
Skittles.
Skittles, candy. I like my dating partners like I like my candy.
I like my partners like I like my candy. Rainbow friendly.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy. Way too much! I like my dating partners like I like my candy. Very squishy.
I like my dating partners like my candy. He's always down for a 3 musketeer.
I like my dating partners like I like my candies. Very hard.
I like my partners like I like my candy. One side completely naked, the other side only an S.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy. She likes the Charleston chew on my bead.
I like my partners like I like my candy. I like to see that Tootsie Roll.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy. Easily picked up at a grocery store.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy to respect my sexual responsibility and stay wrapped up.
Smart.
You don't need it.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy. Will probably stop my heart one day.
I like my dating partners like I like my candy. Don't make me do things that make my throat all scratchy.
I like my partners like I like my candy. mounds.
Okay, that's it. I want to thank Swoon Face. I want to thank Fat American Vampires. Also want to thank our bartender, Jelani. You were awesome tonight, my friend. Thank you. And of course, I want to thank us, the Penthouse Basements, for bringing this to you. Have a great night. Stay for stand-up. Starts at 9. Good night.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I really want to see what was going on behind us. Because I could only see the aggressive follow that you would do over there. But there seemed to be so much going on back there.